Yo! Yo, yo, yo. I think my mic is a little bit too low. Sarah, Born, how's it going? Sarah, how's your job going, by the way? I know you said you recently got your new job. Are you enjoying it? Is it good? I hope they're treating you well. How do I... There we are. Everyone's here. Not much you to get your volume 1 of Parasite in today. Nice. I heard they're re-releasing them. They're doing coloured versions, I think. Bloop. There we go. Yeah, I heard they're doing coloured. They're re-releasing the omnibus version, but just in colour, pure colour. Are you getting the standard versions? They're really hard to find, though. How many are there? There's quite a few, right? You enjoying it? Everyone is nice, and the pay is good. Good. That's a double hitter. Let me... Parasite. How many volumes is it? Ten volumes. So what did we get? We got 2 omnibuses, I guess. Did we ever get it in singles? Zoe! Zoe, how was your weekend? You don't want to get the omnibuses because you like the covers better? Well, good luck collecting them all. That's the worst thing about manga collecting, is actually finding the manga that you want. Not always regularly available. Born, what did you get? Almost all of Forget Me Not, all of Orange. Is Orange just 3 volumes, right? 2 big omnibuses and then the small thin-line one. Is that right? Am I thinking of something else? And you finally received Nausicaa. My cup of tea. I followed him on Twitter and he recently just finished it. Said it was really, really good. Ark, how's it going, my dude? How was your weekend? You only read 2 manga this weekend. What's your weekly target for manga reading, if anything? I know some people just kind of want to read as much as they can. Some people try and keep like a hard 1 per day. Turn this down for myself. Parasite Studio, is this the one? Nope. Wave, Parasite, no. Channel, there we go. Wonderful. Now quickly just have... Whilst I'm here, I have a couple of websites, a couple of comments that I want to quickly reply to. Loving the music. Everyone loves a little bit of Zelda. And Dragon Ball. You do your best to collect them. Good luck. If not, I don't know, maybe try and get the new coloured versions. I know you don't like them, but... It's so strange that I don't think I know any other manga series that has released their manga in pure colour. I know you can get them, other than Dragon Ball. You could do it for Dragon Ball. And I think you can do it for One Piece, but I think One Piece is digital online only. My plaster's come off. Over the weekend, I've got a whetstone that I use to cut all my, or to sharpen all my knives. Obviously, knives get blunt after a certain amount of time. And I was drying one yesterday and I cut my thumb. And I got a small little cut. Oh, it's actually quite a big cut. Around centimetre and a half across my thumb. Like this way. That was a little bit painful. But that healed overnight. And then this morning, I cut myself again. But this one's really bad. Rather than like a small slit, I don't really want to show because it's not very attractive. It's a little bit gruesome. I've cut like my nail this way. My finger this way. So I've almost taken off my whole fingerprint. Not great. Not great at all. Weekly target is around 1 a day. If they're quick enough, you'll go through 2 or 3 a day. And I presume most of your, well, presuming you work during the day, right? So most of your reading is done in the evening. Your binge reading hour ride. Well, over the space of a weekend, I don't know how dense it is in terms of its dialogue, but hopefully you can achieve that goal. 13 over a weekend, though. That's crazy. Dragon Maid has an all-coloured version as well. Really? A physical one though. You can get it physically. Because I know you can do the Dragon Ball physically. The One Piece one I don't think is physical. It's just digital only. Yeah, it was really painful. Really frustrating. Kind of resent my knives at the moment. But kind of just shows that I clean them the same way every single time. And it just shows how sharp I've sharpened it this time round. Mostly read before bed. Yeah, I think that's not the consensus, because obviously people read during the day as well, but I think that's the best time to read. Like you, Ark, I prefer to read in the evenings. It also helps me sleep as well. Being on the computer all day for work, and then if I play video games, or if I'm just like watching YouTube streams or just YouTube videos, that constant blue light into my face isn't great. So I think reading is probably the best way to help myself fall asleep. It's almost like counting sheep as well, because your eyes are going from left to right, left to right, left to right all the time. You work 9 till 6-ish? 4-year-old in bed by 8? Man, you got a busy day. I'm surprised you're not in bed by 8:30, to be honest. You wish the One Piece full colour got a physical release? I don't know if we'd be able to afford it. And I don't know if I would stop collecting it physically now, just in black and white, or sell it all and just go straight for the coloured version. They do look nice in colour as well. There's also a lot of, like, not hidden detail, but there were a couple of things that got not announced, but highlighted when the colour versions came out. There was, I don't know if anyone's reading One Piece, but it's not really a spoiler, but the poneglyphs that Robin is looking for, there's one of them in the prison cell in Impel Down. It's actually embedded into the wall, and nobody really noticed it for years until the coloured version came out, and they noticed that the coloured version, obviously, the wall is, I think the wall is like a sand colour, and then the poneglyph is grey. So there was something else that also got highlighted with the colour versions as well. I don't know. I feel like it's a bit, for One Piece specifically, I feel like it's a bit jarring. Like when I watch the anime, it's so bright and vibrant, and in my head, when I read it, because it's black and white, I don't know, in my head it just seems a lot darker than it actually is. But it's not. It's all bright and bubbly and vibrant. You literally have no life if you didn't chill in the evening. Yeah, I think that's being an adult though, right? Wake up early, because presuming you work 9 till 5, you're not up at 9 o'clock. You're up way before then. Let me just quickly come back to these comments real quick. I'm going... What? I should be going up north in the next couple of months, hopefully. And I'm hoping to do a load of Travelling Man shops. Because I think there's only 4, and I would love to try and do all of them in a day. So I'll stick Leicester on the list. Oda's art is very dense in the color, makes it pop out. Yeah, sometimes even some of the front covers, when you look at them, it just, I don't know, it takes me aback, and I forget how the color palettes that he uses sometimes. He uses almost no dark colors. They're always bright. The darkest color that he has really is like a dark green that he'll use for Zoro, and he doesn't really use dark green that much anymore. But yeah, he doesn't really use black a lot of the time. Every character that you think is wearing dark and gloomy colors, maybe the prison guard guy, what was his name, Megalan or something, the poison guy, he's like dark purple. That's probably the only character I can think that has dark clothes. Everyone else is just so bright and vibrant. Child wakes up before the sun comes up. Yeah, as they do. Villain Saga is getting a leather-bound 3-in-1. Oh, they announced that this weekend, right? Maybe once One Piece is done, they'll release colours physically. I hope not. If they do, they'd have to do huge omnibuses, like 5-in-1s, just to make it easier to pick up. Because there's so many volumes, I can't imagine them doing even the 3-in-1s. What's the 3-in-1s? You're looking at 30 plus, 40, 50 plus maybe volumes by the time it finishes. 50 volumes of color. That'd be crazy. Samurai Jack, how's it going? Hello. Yeah, Arco, I saw a few people mention, when I met up with Cam, he mentioned how he doesn't really like, he's reading it physically, but he doesn't really like the quality of the physical books. And yeah, you're not the only one who I hear mention that the quality of the Villain Saga volumes aren't great. How I've seen it, they are like the cheapest hardbacks that you can get compared to, I don't know, all the Dark Horse stuff. Berserk, Hellsing. What else just came out recently? Is it Girl on the Other Side as well? You think when you do hardback, there would be really good quality. Even the Fist of the North Star by Viz as well also looks really good. Wait, Villain Saga. All right, so I'm going to be going to Newcastle probably next year sometime. I'm probably going to be going around March, April time. That's when my brother's birthday is, so maybe I'll give Traveling Man a look then. Yeah, I keep turning my mic off. It has a little tap thing here, and because my arm is quite old, I move it and then it slowly starts to move away from me, and then you can't hear me. So as I keep grabbing it, I keep accidentally turning the sound off. The new edition is going to be 600 pages per volume. That's crazy. I'm surprised they're still doing it, considering it's still ongoing. But I don't know. I don't understand these things. I just want them to print more Shoujo Beat for people. I've watched so many Shoujo Josei collections who also have a huge BL collection. I know it's all. For better or for worse. Right, where's... There we go. Did anybody keep on top of the not I was gonna say drama, it's not drama. Any of the updates online from Kodansha and Seven Seas on their new releases? My plaster. Oh, that is disgusting. My finger is literally falling off. Get back on. Where'd the plaster go? Oh no, I'm in trouble now. Alright, so I actually have today, for today's stream, I think it sounds like you guys had a good time with the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire quiz last week. So I'm going to do another one. It's not going to be Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. It's going to be something else. It's going to be specifically for you guys. I'm not going to participate whatsoever. But I'm not going to do that just yet. Before I do that, I am going to go through a couple of the highlights that I saw over the weekend that I'm quite interested in. So it fall down next to me. Man, so I got the plaster on me, but I also have sellotape because I have to do the dishes. So now the plaster is all moist. Not great. Yeah, I've been up to date for the new releases for a while. They're not that great. I mean, some of them are quite interesting. But I'm just going to go through a couple of the things that were interested to me, or just interesting in general. Right, let me make sure. Bloop. But before I do that, I didn't know that you could actually buy Kon gloves. Kon is the dog that Aki summons from Chainsaw Man. He's like a secondary character. I guess he's a main character. But you can actually buy their mittens, or it looks more like oven gloves, to be honest. But I thought this was quite interesting. Every so often, maybe once every couple of weeks, there's some sort of manga or anime merchandise that comes out that just totally blows my mind. I think 3 weeks ago, we looked at the One Piece trainers by Van. They were really, really nice. And this was also just popped up on my feed. I thought this was super interesting. I would buy this. If they're just normal mittens to like keep your hands warm, then I wouldn't buy them. But I would buy these if they were like kitchen mittens, so you can like handle your food and stuff. Looking forward to more bocce releases. Yeah, it would be nice if we got the other works that you had. What was it? Sunken Rock? Is that what it is? Also a bunch of reprints. Yeah, like a Monkeyless. Psycho Pass was also quite an interesting one. I know those got eaten up quite quickly. I don't think they printed that many versions of them. That many, to be honest. But yeah, other than that, there wasn't anything particular interesting from Seven Seas for me. For me personally, I'm looking to get this reprint of Devilman. It's the Classic Collections Edition. It's the complete series. It says Volume 1 and 2. I don't know if this is a reprint or if this is just the whole story, both volumes, in one collection. Because at the moment, the omnibus editions are already quite large. So it'll be interesting to see if this is just one big one. Oh, it does say volumes 1 and 2, but they're going to be in hardback. So I'm probably going to collect these. I should really read the titles. I got that Zoomer brain. There's too much being on the internet. I need things instantly. I'm drawn straight away to the picture. But yeah, I'll probably try and collect these in the hardback. I would like to have some more hardbacks in my collection. But other than that, Seven Seas also announced a load of Yuri series. My Cute Little Kitten. And then this one's a little bit questionable. I don't even know if I should show this one. Asumi-chan is interested in lesbian brothels. And then Futari Escape is also a Yuri series as well. They did announce, I think there was a fourth Yuri series that they announced, but most of the stuff that I saw on Twitter anyway was just Yuri series. But this is the thing I'm interested in the most. And then Yen Press, they announced reprints of Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, but specifically in a box set version. Now, this is probably how box sets should be as standard, some sort of like theme to it. Toilet Bound Hanako-kun is about a ghost that lives inside. He lives in the last stall of the girls' toilets, and the box set itself is obviously a toilet stall. So this is the first 10 volumes. I presume the next... How many volumes is it at the moment, actually? Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. I think it's 13 or 14 at the moment in English. It's 18 in Japanese. Oh, and we're at 15 at the moment. No, 16. We just got 16. So probably, I don't know, in 3 years' time, 2 years' time, we'll get the second box set, and presumably it will be exactly the same. Maybe a little bit, different doors or whatnot. But I think this is cool. I think Viz could take a leaf out of Yen Press's book and start adding more character and style to their box sets, because their box sets just look plain. And all they do is just add loads of spoiler character designs onto the front. They did it with Demon Slayer, they do it with Dragon Ball. Not that it's a big deal, but if you're new to the series, I feel like spoiling things, transformations and certain characters at the front of the box is just a bit too much. Yeah, the box set does look cool. And some of the volumes are quite difficult to pick up. I picked up volumes 1, 2, and 0 back in March. And other than that, during that time, there was just volume, I think, 11 and 12, and that was it. All the in-between volumes were non-existent. Sunken Rocks, you read like 40 chapters. Yeah, I think it's been on everyone's list for a long time, and with the popularity of Dr. Stone, it would be nice if they maybe reprinted some of his stuff, because his artwork is like on par with Murata's in terms of like detail. You pick them all up secondhand. That's probably the way. I'm not as vigilant as you, unfortunately, Zoe, so I can't keep on top of it all the time. And whenever I do see a good deal, I don't always have the excess cash. Well, you just got all 14 volumes. That's fine. The second box set, the first box set does look nice, but I don't think the second box set will come out anytime soon. And I don't know, to be honest, what do you guys do with your boxes? I see some people chase the Dark Sage and Manga Sloth. They buy the box sets and they stick them on top of their bookshelf, like just there on top of like that. And it just seems not pointless, but I feel like if you're going to get a box set that's so colourful and bright and good looking, I feel like you should show it off, not take the manga out of it, stick it on the shelf, display the manga, then put the box somewhere far, far away. So Will, don't feel too bad about not getting the box set, although it does look very nice. But I feel most people just stick it away somewhere. And going on the trend for Viz, for popular manga artists who have a really popular series at the moment, they did it with My Hero Academia. They released the mangaka's first work. They also are doing it with it's not My Hero Academia, but the assistant for My Hero Academia also had his own manga come out, and they're printing that physically. And I think they're banking that it will sell well because it has that connection. This is Tista. This is by the same author as Spy Family. Now, this came out quite a while ago. Let me find out when it came out. The date eludes me. 2007 to 2008 this come out. So the fact that it's so old doesn't really mean anything. It's the fact that it's related. It's the author that's doing Spy Family, which is doing numbers at the moment. So I feel like Viz are just picking up some of the older series from manga artists that are doing pretty well, in hopes that they'll make a quick buck when they could just reprint stuff that's currently ongoing at the moment. You never bought a box set, you're too impatient. You never have space. Yeah, I think that's the other thing. I don't know how, I've never bought a box set myself either, but I can't imagine they're much taller than the actual manga themselves. So I guess you could just stick them into the shelf. Yeah, Spy Family. But the mangaka has... This was actually their first serialization, ran from 2007 to 2008. And then before that, they had 4 one-shots. And then after that, they had 1, 2, 3, 4... No, after this, they had 2 more series. You know what? This is what they had. Bang. So you can see this is Tista, their first series, and they had 2 more after that. And then obviously went on to a couple of one-shots. I presume I Spy was like the premise to Spy Family, maybe. The other box sets on top of your shelf with the manga inside still. So if you want to read them, I presume you just have to get the whole box set down, right? And then pick out the volumes that you want. You'll always leave all manga in the box set and turn it. I guess if it fits on the shelf, then that's absolutely fine. But I see a lot of people, they like to keep it, out on display. But yeah, so this would just be a one singular volume, I presume. Actually, I don't know. How many volumes was this? This was 2 volumes. And the fact that they've said volume 1 makes me believe that there'll probably be just 2. And the guy, My Hero Academia, what was it called? I can't even remember. I read it last year. My Hero Academia. Barrage. The guy who did My Hero Academia had a 2-volume series called Barrage. It got cancelled shortly after. I think it was only 32 chapters. So it wasn't very long. But yeah, I presume they released that in English just to bank off the success of the manga author. And then we spoke about it just now. Bocchi is having Origin printed. I think this isn't his first work. If you don't know, Bocchi does the art for Dr. Stone, doesn't do the story, he just does the art. His art is phenomenal. It's hyper realistic a lot of the time, especially when it comes to like his inanimate objects, things, and his environments, things like grass, trees. His oceans are beautiful. Any flowing water, he's really good at drawing those. But before he was on Dr. Stone, he actually did a lot of doujin hentai. And that's where a lot of his popularity first came from. He did these super chibi figures of women with like cartoon boobs and heads and hair, and then these weird hyper realistic man junk. It was super weird. But he's done quite a lot of work. Actually, I lied. I thought this was a lot older than it is. But this came out 2016 to 2019. And it is a total of 7 volumes. Does it say how many volumes they're doing? It just says released in English by Kodansha. So maybe they'll do a 2-in-1. They'll just do 5 volumes maybe. Box sets are currently underneath your bed or in High School My Hero. Princess Jellyfish had a box set. I didn't know that. Oh, Sarah, you're from Newcastle as well, right? But yeah, I'm super excited for this one. I think his artwork is fantastic. I want to see more of his works. Not the hentai stuff. I'm not really too into that. But one of his most popular works was Sunken Rock. It's a seinen series around from 2006 to 2016. And this is, to be fair, I didn't even know this one existed until this weekend. But yeah, a lot of people are still excited for this one, but they kind of a little bit salty that Sunken Rock hadn't been published, which would have been nice. But they were really the only things that interested me. I'll definitely be picking this up. I'll probably give Tista a shot as well. I probably won't pick this up. I'll probably still try and get the singles because I'm already 3 volumes deep. So what's another 7? And I still don't know how I feel about box sets either. And then, oh yeah, and also Devilman. There are a few other things announced which I weren't particularly interested in. But there was one other thing that I want to quickly take a look at, which is the first chapter of Ichinose's family. I think it's 7 Deadly Sins, I think it's called. Ichinose's 7 Deadly Sins. It's running in, I think it's, I'm pretty sure it's running in Weekly Shonen Jump, but I keep seeing it advertised on Jump Plus. But it recently, I think within a couple of days, it got over 1 million views, which is quite unheard of for newer series. It's taken a lot of success from the get-go, which I think is quite important for any series, really. The last one that did it was Ruri Dragon, and then that sadly went on hiatus for a while. But it's nice to see that every so often we'll get a new manga come out and it kind of hits the ground running. This was quite interesting. If you do have the Shonen Jump app, I would suggest giving the first chapter a read. The second chapter came out yesterday, which I haven't read yet. But it's pretty interesting. It's got kind of a funny premise, and then it kind of has a big twist at the end, which will be, I presume, the plot for the rest of the series. I mentioned last week that the art style is quite unique, that characters are quite cool, but I'm not a big fan of like the perspective shots. There's a lot of like weird angles and twists and turns that down corridors and stuff that I'm not a big fan of. Just going to ask if I read the chapter for the new one. No, I'm going to be reading that tonight. I kind of went on a big One Piece binge. I've been reading so much One Piece recently. I've mentioned before that I'm trying to read one a day until the end of the year, which will get me up to volume 100. And I'm trying to binge as many as I can. And One Piece at the moment is so dialogue heavy. It's getting so dense. I've just gone past the time skip. And the first 30 volumes were quite easy. You could read like 3 a day. But now I'm getting through maybe 1, 2, 1.5 volumes a day. So I've been focusing so much on that. I've not really read Shonen Jump for the past couple of weeks. But I'm keeping up to date. I want to keep up to date with the new series that are coming out. And then following just quickly Shonen Jump, the last thing I want to talk about, I show this every week. This is the weekly rankings that they have in the Weekly Shonen Jump magazine. They get little postcards and you can send them in. People just put what their favorite chapter is and what they think a particular chapter, if it was good or not. Ichinose Family 7, The Deadly Sins came in last week, and it's received so much praise online and through obviously the reports as well. But every week, not only do they do this, they also host a question to the audience, and this was probably the weirdest one I've seen so far. The question is, if you were the editor-in-chief of Jump, which series would you cancel right now? Most people are saying it's Tokyo Demon's Story Bride, and then it's got 134 votes, which is a little bit crazy in comparison to the next one, which is High School Family, which is it's a gag manga. I don't think they'll get rid of that anytime soon. And then the next one is also a gag manga, Me and Roboco. But this is kind of like a staple. You need to have gag manga in Weekly Shonen Jump. But the interesting thing is that One Piece and Hunter x Hunter are the next highest in comparison to everything else. Like Sakamoto Days has 1, Witch Watch has 7, Black Clover has 17, But Hunter x Hunter, which has been going on for a long time and on hiatus, and One Piece, which has just been going on forever, are like the next highest thing outside of the most poorly performing series, and then the two gag manga. But out of all of them, I think I would probably try and cancel the same thing, Tokyo Demon Story Bride. It's not that great. Everything else that people think deserve it online, not just through this, like Black Clover, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, they've been going on for so long. Eventually they are going to finish. It wouldn't surprise me if Hunter x Hunter tries to wrap up soon. I know that mangaka just started to feel a little bit better, but I don't think he'll be planning to stay up for a long time on this one. I don't think fans can take another hiatus. The new one is all about code breaking and riddles, lots of dialogue text. I don't mind a lot of dialogue and text. I know I said I don't particularly enjoy it with Witch Hat, but maybe that's just because I was expecting to be like a romance comedy series, and for it to be so dialogue heavy, for me, I wasn't really interested. But I'm happy to read a dialogue heavy series if it keeps me invested. I read Death Note just before the summer, and that is extremely dialogue heavy, but I loved every single sentence that came out of all of their mouths. And then finally, for the manga news, not that anyone really cares, because I feel like this is a series that only Dragon Ball fans are really interested in, but the manga's going to be starting up again in the magazine in the new arc. I think it took a short break because the previous arc had just wrapped up, and it's going to be focusing on Trunks and Goten. They are going to be superheroes. They're really hammering in this superhero vibe with the movie as of late. Obviously Gohan is kind of like a superhero-esque in the time skip, in the Boo saga, and I guess these two kind of follow suit. But I think people are more interested in the next anime coming back. They've got 2 arcs to go through now, so it wouldn't surprise me if they announce a new anime sometime soon. Right. That was pretty much it. I save the weekly sales figures for manga every week, and I like to look at them because the Chainsaw Man manga just keeps selling ridiculous figures, and it just keeps going up and up and up and up. 4 weeks ago, volume 1 sold, how much did it sell? Is it here? 4 weeks ago, Chainsaw Man volume 1 in Japan sold 27,000, and now it is selling, oh, it's not even in the top 25 now. No, it's still at 26, so it's still selling roughly around the same amount every single week. But I haven't noticed that any of the particular volumes have been going out of stock for Chainsaw Man at the moment. In English, I mean. It's despite the anime being so popular, it hasn't had that hit-on effect like Spy Family and My Dress Up Darling did. I don't know if that's just because it was already quite popular and many people have already picked it up. Super reads like a poorly written fan fiction. Yeah, I think so. The last arc that I read was quite interesting. It kind of reminded me of old school Dragon Ball. But I feel like there's just power creep too much, to be honest. How am I getting on with One Piece? I'm doing good. I'm already up to date with reading One Piece. I've read... What have I read? I read the most recent chapter yesterday. I feel like that whenever the Shonen Jump app comes up, I go straight to One Piece. And then I just read that. And then I just go back to reading physical manga. I don't tend to read anything else in Shonen Jump. But yeah, it's doing good so far. I just read volume 70. So I'm coming off of Punk Hazard. And this is going to be a good part for me because I have... When did I started reading One Piece back in 2007. And I think I got caught up around this part, around the Punk Hazard section. But it's really enjoyable to read it in one big binge session rather than read it week after week. I feel like it reads a lot better. It's definitely taken, I don't know if just because of the whole time skip with One Piece, and there's so much more lore that he wants to add in. It feels like the chapters have so many overlapping events happening at once that you can't read a chapter and feel satisfied. When you read a whole volume, you feel more satisfied. Because I recently just finished Water 7 and Thriller Bark, each of those chapters had an exciting beginning and an exciting end for every single chapter. So the volumes were so packed with either lore or new abilities or just the Straw Hats having a good time. But now you have to read a volume or two to get that same sensation. But I think that's just because he's adding so much into it now. You think there was an uptick when the first season ends, depending on where? I think it will end after the Katana demon, I think. Only because he's in the opening, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I think you're right. I don't think Jujutsu Kaisen sold very well during its anime run, but as soon as it finished, everyone was like, yeah, I need to pick it up. And they did. And it got sold out for 6 months. The best part of Dragon Ball, in my opinion, is where the Cell Saga and the Buu Saga. I'm surprised you said the Buu Saga, because I feel like the Buu Saga is everybody's worst arc. It's everyone's worst saga. Gohan's a little baby. He's weak. And Goku comes back again. And Vegeta causes issues. And then, I don't know. I feel like everyone was just running in circles. But yeah, I feel personally similar to you, Sarah. I definitely think Cell Saga was my favourite. It was quite interesting. You got the Shonen Jump app, started reading Marshall. What do you think of it? I presume you think it's funny. Funny enough to continue it, hopefully. The Frieza Saga was good. I think it was a little bit long-winded. But I think at the time, if you was reading it back in the, when was it? Late 80s? No, I think it started, Dragon Ball was late 80s. So early 90s was the Frieza Saga. So if you were reading it during that time, it had never been done before. Nothing like that. Dragon Ball was so popular because it was like almost first of its kind in a way. In an era of big, massive, huge dudes as the main protagonist, Fist of the North Star, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, and you got this little tiny skinny dude. It was obviously quite interesting, but I think on my second read of the series, I didn't particularly enjoy it all that much. Cell Saga is peak Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I think so. Original Dragon Ball will be your favorite. I think they are two completely different series. I feel like Toriyama took it in a completely different direction come Dragon Ball Z. The Saiyan Saga was peak for you. Was that because you started with the Saiyan Saga? To be fair, the Saiyan Saga is really good. It has that 2 arcs. You had the Raditz section at the beginning and the small little training section. And then Nappa and Vegeta was quite interesting. And Vegeta is so iconic. He's far less badass now than he was back then. Cell gave you nightmares? Yeah. I think, I don't know if anyone's ever watched the Team 4-Star abridged series of Dragon Ball. Or Dragon Ball Z, should I say. But they did Cell really good when he first got introduced. It was like a horror B movie. But yeah, he was super creepy. Just the ability to suck people, to absorb people, was pretty freaky. I wouldn't like to be sucked. You really like the Boo. You had a crush on Gohan. I guess if you had a crush on Gohan, then fair enough. That's objectively speaking, yeah, that is probably the best saga. He is quite a handsome boy. But I felt like it was too slow. They introduced it was almost like reintroducing the characters. Gohan going to school, and then they had to slowly include the threat. I don't think the threat came until I think it was nearly 2 volumes from the beginning of the Boo saga, and even then he wasn't much of a threat until probably the 3rd or 4th volume, I would say, because they had the tournament and it was just like a long lead up to it. Really makes you want to eat cream puffs. Yeah, he does make cream puffs look a little bit more appetizing than they actually are, if you ask me. Well, I hope you stick with it. If you don't buy it physically, you've got the Shonen Jump app. It's £2 a month for 100 chapters a day, which I think is great. I don't know how much it is in America. I presume $1.99. But yeah, if you don't enjoy it too much, I would say give it maybe 2-3 volumes, and if you like it, maybe buy it physically. The author said, I think after volume 9, the story was going to continue. So it's continuing at probably maybe another 5 volumes, I reckon. I think we're getting volume 9 later this month. And I think in Japan, they've just got volume 12. The girls in your class all had crush on Goten. On Trunks. Yeah, I think he... in my school, not that the guys had a crush on him, but we definitely liked Future Trunks from the Cell Saga. More so than we liked Gohan. I think just because Gohan was like peak, he was at his best in the Cell Saga, being literally the strongest character, and then it kind of just went downhill after 10 years of peace. So Vegeta is life. Vegeta is arrogance. I feel like you got to be a special someone to have any sort of physical attraction to Vegeta. But he's a cool dude, I guess. Abridged is hilarious and well written. It really is. It shows how much they love the series. It's such a shame that they couldn't continue into the Boo saga. I think with copyrights over in Japan, because they don't really... Fair use isn't a thing in Japan. If you don't own the right... If you didn't create the thing, then you can't use any of its assets. Which is crazy, because then you have people who just do live reactions of every single episode of Dragon Ball Z or One Piece, and they have widely successful YouTube channels just by pulling pog faces at every single power-up and every single boob shot. You actually really like the little bit of slice of life that you get in the Boo saga. I guess if you like Gohan, then yes. And I love Gohan. I loved what the Americans call Teen Gohan. He's not Teen Gohan because he's not a teenager. He's literally 9 years old, or 10 years old, or 11 years old when he fights Cell. Yeah, everyone calls him Teen Gohan for some reason. Even in all the video games, they call him Teen Gohan. But yeah, I feel like it was just a slump. I don't know. I guess I didn't like it maybe just because Gohan was the only real character there. All the new characters, like Videl, was a little bit annoying at first. All his other classmates were irrelevant. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but at least you enjoyed it. That's the main thing. Great Saiyan Man. Man, he sucks. Did anyone watch the Dragon Ball Super movie that came out? He made a return, the Great Saiyan Man. Well, kind of. You're currently on volume 3, you like to read something outside of the house. I think that's the great thing about the Shonen Jump app, right? And if you're going on a long journey, something on a train ride, or you know you're not going to have any internet, you can just download a bunch of volumes and just read them as you please. You might have issues. Damn, you Vegeta simps are something else. Vegeta the guy liner. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Margin Vegeta. He did. He had that Johnny Depp eyeliner. He does look pretty cool, though, I must say. Very intimidating. He looks pretty awesome. He's a funny guy. Emo Vegeta. Yeah. He was working at Odeon at the time, saw 5 minutes of the movie. And that was it. Couldn't you just sit down, just sneak in, just pretend you were cleaning? Like the whole time. Sage, my dude, what are you doing here? What's the time? Over across the pond. What's the time where you are? Dude, we're just gushing about Dragon Ball at the moment. We've got a lot of Vegeta simps right now. A lot of questionable attractions, if you ask me. I think it's funny how most people just really like Goku. And when you're younger, when I was a kid, everyone's favorite character was Goku. But as we've all gotten older, all my friends that still into like watching Dragon Ball, because I have no friends that watch anime or read manga, but they still every single time a new Dragon Ball anime or movie or video game comes out, they're on it. But as they've gotten older, their favorite character has changed. You've been listening to the Dragon Ball Super slander. Well, the Tournament of Power was really good. I must say that. And the 2 movies were really good. I think the anime just didn't do a great adaptation, in my opinion. But the next 2 arcs, hopefully, will be really, really good. We'll just have to wait and see if they get animated or not. Hopefully they do. Right. All right, you guys ready for a manga quiz? Let me get it all set up. Babylon. Right. My favorite character is Dad of the Year Piccolo. Honestly, that is not a bad shout. Piccolo is daddy material. He's he picks up Goku's slack. Goku is the worst character in my opinion. He's got a one-track mind. He's got nothing going for him. But he just thinks of battles and battles. And I feel like Piccolo has a lot of character growth, going from wanting to destroy the world to destroying Goku to like suppressing his revenge and then just helping the people that he hated, and now becoming a loving, part-time dad, I guess. All right. I think I've got all of my tabs ready. All right, we're going to do a manga quiz. But we're not going to do it all willy-nilly. Let me just get this up and running. Bloop. Hopefully, does this work? There we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Last week we played Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You guys beat me 5 points to 4. This time we're going to do another manga quiz, but this time it's just going to be you guys, and we're going to see if you can complete this one quiz. There's 3 quizzes that I have for you. Now, you will get to pick which manga quiz you want to do. I think we should start off with this one. This is a manga guessing quiz based on volume. I don't think they're all volume ones, but they're all volumes of variety of shoujo, josei, seinen, mostly shoujo to be fair, shonen to be fair. But the text has been completely removed, so you have to guess what the title is. Now, most of the time, you're going to be able to just guess the characters. For example, if Naruto shows up, it's obviously going to be Naruto. But you have a time limit. So at the moment, on this one, there is 40 manga volumes to choose from. Rather than just doing a bunch of polls every single time like last time, I'm just going to start copying and pasting all of your answers into the answer box. Now, this is time limited. If you can get all 4 I have a feeling I won't be able to spell it right. So I would suggest that you could maybe Google how to do it. Most of these are volume ones. Some of them are a little bit further along. Some of the longer ongoing series, they're not going to be volume ones. All right, 6 votes for yes. How many people have I got here? All right, let me close out of this real quick. What? I have 8 people watching. That's crazy. target theme. Right. So it looks like you guys are ready. So I don't know how you want to do the next. Maybe just spam skip if you want to go to the next one. It's got to be 10 minutes. So I'm not great at math. But 40 divided by 10 is 4. So you've got to get 4 questions right every single minute. You have no idea what this one is. That's fine. So, like I said, most of these I think are shonen. Then we've got a few josei and shoujo series in here as well, and then some seinen. Hopefully you have it. I've gone through them all. I do recognize all of them. It took me a while to remember some of their names. But let me just quickly copy and paste Kaguya-sama Love is War. And let me end the poll. All right. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, go. It didn't work. Why isn't it working? This ain't good. Okay, why isn't this working? I tested this out. Well, this is embarrassing. Why isn't Love is War? Kaguya-sama Love is War. Kaguya-sama Love is War? Oh, never mind. Well, that wasted. I'll give you... Hopefully we'll be able to do this one. We'll have to wait and see. I feel like we've wasted... I feel like we've wasted a minute on that one. So I'm going to restart it. I'm going to try and find Kaguya-sama. I'm going to refresh it until I find Kaguya-sama again. I don't know why it didn't work. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't work. So strange. Maybe the copy and pasting isn't good. Right, I just had to test it out on a couple of others. I don't think you're going to get all of these, actually. Right. Let me see if I can start off with this one. All right, I can't get back to Kaguya-sama for some reason. So I'll just type that one in. Yeah, I don't think it recognized the colons and everything. So I might need to just skip. But I will wait until somebody gets this one before I continue. Doraemon? Perfect. So let's start. Doraemon, go! Next. Good luck. And if you want to skip, you just skip to the next one. Not a problem. Just spam skip and I'll skip it. I don't think I know this one, actually. This was hard. I'll go to the next one. This one's probably hard as well. Skip, 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 skip. I know you guys are on a slight delay, so I'll give you a couple. I might leave it like 10 seconds. That's probably the other issue, is that there's a delay. Sarah, you 2 for 2. You are 2 for 2. Next. Oh, someone's got to get this one. Monthly girl. Hey, 2 people got it. You guys are good. We've got to be quicker. I can help with this one. Tokyo Girl. Sarah's on this one. Is it just Sarah who's playing at the moment? All right, this is one of the ones that I didn't actually know. Hey, you guys got it. Might want to skip this one. So you're 3 at the moment. A little bit behind. I feel like 40 is such a big number. I don't know if it will happen. Alright, someone has to get this one. This series is actually coming out later this year. 2023. Right at the beginning. No Guns Life. It's definitely not No Guns Life, but I'll try it. No guns. Nope, it's definitely not. Oh, I can see where you're coming from, though, with the big gun. Close, but no cigar. Someone has to get this one. I'll be upset if you don't. And if you get the spelling wrong, I know how to spell this one. Skip. Ah, Sarah, no. Skip, skip. Ah, someone's got to know this one. I can always go back. Man, maybe 40 is a bit too much. Luckily, I do have a couple of other ones. Elf Girl's Farming Life. That's not it. Let's see if I can find out. Is this the one? Nope. Skip? I think it's going to be a skip all round. I don't know if anyone remembers this one. I watched the anime for this back in 2005, I think it was. I think the important part for this one is you've got to remember how many exclamation points that they use. Was that for the previous one? Doesn't look like it's coming through. I wonder if it recognizes any of the rest. I think maybe I put too much faith in you guys. Or I might. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Skip? We're skipping this one as well, are we? Nope, you did get it right. That was the Japanese. It would have recognized the Japanese name as well. I had to Google the accomplishment of the Duke's daughter. Well done. What I should have done, I should have made sure that I knew every single one and maybe just given you slight hints. Because I think I recognize this one. Yes, I do. Popular manga artist also did Full Metal Alchemist. Arc, well done. Why is it not Silver Spoon? There we go. Next. Is this? No, I don't think it is. I thought it was bland, but it's not. I don't think it is. It could be. You guys are doing pretty good. Gangster. It is. Well done, guys. Someone's got to get this. This is a shoujo series. I don't know if it has any subtitled. No, it's not. It's literally just one thing. This is probably one of the most requested reprints. Well done, Ark. 3 minutes. Yona the Dawn. Well done. Next one. Oh, I might have to fill this one out. Yona, Yona, Yona. Right, Sarah, you didn't have to go all Japanese on us. Yona, Yona, Yona. Everyone's got Yona. You guys are doing pretty good. Attack on Titan. I think Sarah is on desktop. Attack on Titan, Attack on Titan. Right, this is probably one of those I don't know. I'm not great with the shoujo ones. Is it Moosh? No, it's not. Sarah is on fire. Natsume's Book of Friends. It is. Well done. I thought it was that one. This is one that I definitely don't know. Zeus. How's it going, my friend? Help these guys out. Do you know this Volume 1 manga? Natsume's Book. I wonder if I can increase the time. Because we've only got 9 so far. Skip. Know this one? Does anyone know any Junji Ito? He has a lot of books. There's also another Junji Ito one coming up at some point as well. I don't know if this is a specific series. Uzumaki. You guys got this one. Uzumaki, Uzumaki. You guys are good. What have you missed so far? You've not missed many. Not missed many at all. I reckon if I give you 30 minutes, you could probably do this. But I don't think you'll be able to do it in the next minute. Skip. All right, this will probably be the last one. I don't know. Is this? Nah, Ark, you recognize it, but do you know it? Oh, it's Fruits Basket. I thought it was Chihaya Furu. But alas, I must get card game. Which one's card game? Is that this one? Ah, it's not card game. Hey, what's this? Hey. Get out of here. Well, it looks like, unfortunately, you didn't win. But I think I could probably... Okay, so we got through less than 20. We got less than halfway through. But I've noticed you can actually... I think you could stop the timer So you got 11 out of 40. If I click... Oh, you can't stop the timer. Or can you stop the timer? No, you can't stop the timer. All right, you can't stop the timer. That kind of sucks. I was hoping we could stop the timer and then continue playing anyway. But that looked like it was impossible. We got less than halfway, and I don't think it would have been any easier even if I gave you guys an extra 10 minutes. Yeah, I know, I'm being hijacked. Maybe if I log in, I'd get no ads. But I can offer either the same quiz again and a specific number that you have to reach, or we can go for another quiz. It was tough. Yeah, it was tough. The difficult part was obviously I had to wait for you guys, but I don't think the time... Oh, you can stop it, but can you continue playing? Yes, you can. Okay, so I can give you two options. We can either run it back. Multiple options. We can either do the same quiz again. You obviously know there's certain ones that you already know. So there's at least 11 that you can do. Golden Kamui. We're not playing right now, Sarah. We could do the same one again, and we can stop the timer. And the timer will just go on indefinitely until you get either all 40 or we get up to a certain number within, let's say, 15 minutes. Or we could do another one. We could do this one. This is... guess the manga based on crying characters. You thought we were? Run a poll. All right. I'll run a quick poll. What quiz? So we do same again, no time limit, or crying manga quiz. And I will say, if you can get 20 in 15 minutes. And then the crying one is 11 minutes, but I'll also do... $11 in 15 minutes. Okay, so it's either the same quiz again, which is this one, but there'll be no time limit. Well, up to 15 minutes, and you have to get... How many did I say? You have to get 20 right. You got... I think it was 11. I'm pretty sure it was 11 that you got. How many did you get? Yeah, you got 11 in 10 minutes. So I reckon you could get 20 in 15 minutes. And considering you got 11 already, so you'll know those straight away. Bang, 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 bang. Or you could do the crying one. Looks like 4 people want to do the crying one. Crying one, I'll do the same. I'll do, again, unlimited, 15 minutes. Natsumi's Book of Friends. What device are you watching on, Will? Are you watching this on a Nokia 3210? Is this like 10-minute delay? All right, it looks like we want to do the crying one. So the crying one it is. Let me just... bloop. All right, I think that's all up and running. Will Uzumaki looks similar to Maid-sama. Will is definitely either rewatching the video from like 10 minutes ago or he's watching on some sort of primitive device. He's watching the stream on a telephone box from the 70s. What's his name? Doctor Who. Will must be behind on the stream. It's okay, Will. You'll catch up. Oh, when you get to this point, we probably would have finished the next game as well. So sorry. I feel like we need some sad music for this one. All right. Let me get this sorted. Are we on it? For some reason, it's so dark. And then when I do this, it goes hyper bright. Which is strange because it's not... Oh, it's still quite bright for this one as well, actually. Oh, well. It's going to have to be dark. Maybe he's watching an Internet Explorer. If he's watching an Internet Explorer, I feel for him. All right, we're going to do this one then. We're going to start with this one. Again, you just have to name the manga series. You're going to just get a random character from a random panel in the series crying, and you just have to guess. So I'm giving you 15 minutes. So stop the watch. So we'll just go up to 15 minutes. And then you have to get 11 right. 11? I'll make it 11, yeah. Which is just under halfway. If you get more, you get more. All right, first one. From where are the comments? Oh, Will. Can you not, like, skip forward a little bit? No? Let's go dark. All right, so it looks like 755 has got B stars. All right, let me make sure this is working. All right, you guys ready? It's time to go. B stars. What? It didn't type it in. There we go. Who is this young man? He's very scared. Probably had a nightmare or a wet dream, one of the two. Nothing worse than either, to be fair. But you're not naming the character. You are naming the series that they come from. The manga series that they come from. Attack on Titan. We've got 2 there. This was quite... It took me a while to figure out this one. But I got it in the end. It's from a shonen series. One that's recently being printed by Kodansha, I think, in Omnibus edition. Wet Nightmare. Yes, it could be a Wet Nightmare. Which is even worse. That's probably the worst one. Although I don't know if I'd scream from one. Life Force. Well done. Guys, you need to get on whatever internet Sarah's on. Because Sarah's coming in thick and fast. Sarah's going to carry you. What's going to happen? Sarah's going to carry you all the way to the marbles race. And then she's not going to win the marbles race. That being weak is so painful. I never imagined. I don't know who this person is at the bottom here. But they're doing their best. B-stars. Well done, Will. Hunter X Hunter. Well done. Next. Whoa, this one's a relatively new series for English print. I feel like the only way you would recognize if you recognize the collar. All the characters wear a very similar outfit, if not the same outfit. Or as Americans say, Hunter, Hunter. To be fair, I think Hunter, Hunter is the right way of saying it. Sarah, you're taking it by storm. But you are right. This one's an easy one. I feel like I should have done the whole 23. Tokyo Revengers. Oh, Will, you're getting close. You're getting close. You must have upgraded to the new smartphone. This is an easy one. Naruto. Maybe I should wait until at least 2 people get it, right? Because I feel like if only one person gets it, it's no fun. Bleach. Arc. Don't be silly. I know what you're playing. Was behind the stream. That's okay, Will. I'm surprised the art for this one is so different. I think it's probably similar. It kind of got a similar reception from as a Attack on Titan. Born. Welcome back. Whoa, this is a difficult one. If you don't know, if you haven't read the series, you obviously wouldn't know. But even still, this is quite an iconic moment from the franchise. I think this character in particular is a favorite for many people. He's had a harsh, difficult life. He's lost a lot of people. And I think this is one of the only times he shows real emotion. Full Metal Alchemist. Is Full Metal all one word? It is. Oh, now this one I don't know. Hughes. Was that his next text box that he would have said? Yeah. All right, Mustang. Here's a sad moment in the series. How dare you do this to me? Is he wearing any clothes? Oh yeah, he's wearing some sort of jumper. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Is it? It could just be any generic 80s series, right? Bizarre Adventure. It is. Well done, guys. You got 9 so far. I feel like we should try and go for the 23. Right, I didn't know this one. It took me a while to realize that there's actually 2 people in this frame. I was looking at the crying girl. Berserk, berserk, berserk. I looked away for 1 second. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Berserk. Berserk. Oh, we were speaking about this one earlier, actually. This is kind of like the art style that the mangaka had when he was doing his like hentai doujins. They're very like plain and bubbly, and then the male parts were just so veiny. I don't understand. Considering it was for the male audience, you would think they do other parts with a little bit more detail. But Dr. Stone, well done. This is a recent one that's just grown in popularity. I think this time last year, the manga started selling pretty well and selling out. In January, February time, Volume 1's too difficult to find. Spy Family, Spy Family. Are we doing Spy X Family or just Spy Family? Spy Family. Spy Family doesn't work. But Spy X Family. Oh, I don't think I know this one. Oh, I do know this one. I think I know this one. She's going to be showing, she's going to have a lot of love shown for her in the new season that comes out. You guys are at 12. I said just do 11. Let's see how far you can get. Let's see if you can get all 23. You probably can't. I think Sarah's on the ball. JJK. Oh, shoot. I could just put JJK. Nice. I've not read this one either. Is this from like the final volume? Or just one of the end games? Jujutsu Kaisen. That was a good one. I did say 15 minutes. So if you could do all of them in 23, I'd be very impressed. How do you spell haiku? Haikyu? Yeah. Oh, you didn't have to put the exclamation point. This one would have been so much easier if the third eye wasn't there. Crack you. Ark, are you just going to be... Is this your job now? To be fair, it's pretty good. Crack you. I'd like to see you try and do it with this one. One Piece, One Piece, One Piece. Guys are pretty good. Why'd you have to do the make? I feel like if you're going to do a series, if you're going to do a challenge like this, it has to be tertiary or secondary characters. At least secondary. You start adding main characters, it's too easy. One Cry. In my head, I was thinking Cry Piece, but that doesn't really make sense. One Cry is a little bit funnier. I like One Cry. One Piece, Don't Cry. Black Clover. Oh, you guys are getting close. Can I not spell? Black Clover. There we go. How did I spell it last time? I feel like I only know this one just from the art style. Not because I've read the series. The anime itself is similar to Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer. So much better visually. But yeah, just because of the art style for this particular mangaka, I just instantly knew who it was. Yeah, I think one has such a unique art style. 100? Yeah. It's such a unique art style, you can't help it. That's not fair. Does anyone know why the main male character has like a flower? Is it a flower in his hair or is it like a hairpin? What is it? I don't understand. Sub Cry. Mob Cry Co. Komi. Will! Well done. Well done, Will. You got one first. Komi can't communicate. Well done. Oh, this is quite a difficult one. I mean, I know this one. But I'd be interested to see if anyone else does. Again, I feel like if they didn't have the main character at the front, it would have made it a little bit harder. The second guy actually looks like Hojo from Final Fantasy VII, the mad scientist. Alright guys, you're at 18. You've only got a few more left. You've got 5 more. Grand Blue Dreaming. Well done. Oh, what the hell is this one? If you could do all of them by 15, I'd be super impressed. Grand Blue Dreaming. Sarah, oh no. You're 18 for 19. That was literally the only one you haven't answered. I don't know this one. We could skip it if nobody knows it. Tokyo Ghoul, how did you... Let's go Tokyo Ghoul. It's not. Rent a girlfriend? Rent a girlfriend? Can I spell girlfriend? Girlfriend? It is! Rent a girlfriend. Well done, Born. Oh, this is an easy one. Damn, with all these main characters. I might as well just put this one in. But how do you spell it? It's just a guess. Oh, that's 2 you've missed. Sarah. Three more minutes. Can you do 1 minute per? Haven't seen either. That's okay. Fairy tale. Is that how you spell it? Oh, not fairy rail. Ah, man, these last ones are so easy. I did say 15 minutes. I think you guys can get it. Teary tail. That was a good one. My Hero. I wonder if it does the Japanese version. Boku no Hero. It doesn't. Oh wait, no, you have to do the whole thing, don't you? Boku no Hero Academia. It does. It does in Japanese as well. I feel like the beginning was a little bit more challenging. These ones are a little bit... The later half has been so much easier. All right, let's wrap it up. Last 2. I think, was that all of them? Oh, that was all of them. Well done, guys. Well done. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Well done. You guys did great. Now, how well versed are you guys in the world of Shonen Jump? Specifically, weekly Shonen Jump. How many manga do you think you know from the magazine? Now, the first challenge was very difficult, I must admit. Trying to get all of these, what? Time's going crazy. It's very difficult. You'd cry with happiness. Well done, Ark. Some of these are difficult. I don't know a lot of these. This is Working, One Piece. That was a Junji Ito one. These were really hard, and there was 40. I think even with an unlimited time limit, we probably wouldn't be able to get all of them. You maybe got some of them. Is this Emma? Emma? There's Waterkoi. Thingy of a Bookworm. Shinkeki no Kyojin. That's the Go one. Reincarnation of Slime. Anyways. So you failed this one. But because it was so difficult, I made this one a little bit easier. Now we could do a third manga quiz. And if you get all of them right, then I will do the marbles race. Or I can just do the marble race now. If I do the marble race now, I'll gift one person the prize of one manga of their choice. Alternatively, we could do the next one, the third quiz. And if you get them all, forget them all, is it difficult? I would do 2 people. I would do 2 people get a prize as opposed to 1. But I'm just looking now. I don't know if you can do it. I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek of the challenge. This is the image here. There are exactly 25 Shonen Jump manga. Now, it will not go in order. You only get a small slither of the whole volume 1. I think these are. Most of them look like volume 1. So you would just have to spam a bunch of Shonen series, and I will just copy and paste them all. I'll just type them all in and hope that you get all 25. But I'll only allocate you the 10 minutes that it is offering. I've another quick look. This is what the image looks like. It's such a small slither. Some of them are quite easy. Some of them, I'm not even too sure. But they go from series that are probably no older than 2014. 2014 and prior. Damn, you're not a Shonen fan? It looks tough, to be fair. I'm not too sure if I could even do all of them. I think I know. Oh, there's one that I don't know. Two that I don't know. Now, this one looks too hard. Oh, let me close off this poll, which ended a little while ago. Where is... There we are. If you bust, is there still a marble race, or is it a double or nothing? You can recognize anything at a glance. I'll give you 30 seconds to have a quick look. These are all the series, and you've got 10 minutes to do them all. And it will be a double or nothing. So if you don't do it, nobody gets any manga. But if you do it, 2 people will. Just like last week. There are a lot of series there, 25 to be precise. I think most of them are from the year 2000 until 2010, starting during that time period. Actually, no, a couple of them are quite old. Well, Kokoro Basket, it might be in there. I could type it in and see. Alternatively, we could just go straight to the marble race. You only see one series you recognize. It sounds like you guys aren't going to go for it, which is fine by me. I feel like I gave you guys an easy one the second time round with the crying one. I gave those extra 3 minutes. You can get a few of them. I say marble. All right, let me do one quick poll. I have a feeling we're going to go for the marble race. Double or nothing. Double or nothing. I'll give you one more quiz. If you fully complete it, I'll gift 2 people manga. Alternatively, we can call it quits here, but only one person will get the prize. Let's try. I recognize a few. Listen, you come in at the right time. Vote yes. No. Looks like we're not going to be able to do it. You know what? Even if the votes end on no, we will still play it, and just to see if you could have done it. It would be a little bit of fun. I've only been streaming. I've been streaming for nearly 2 hours. All right. How about we just play? No prizes here. See how many you can get. And yeah, we'll just have some fun. All right. And go. Bloop. Let me quickly reset, actually. I want to give you those extra couple of seconds. Play. So you just spam what you think you see in chat, and I will just add them in. 755, you said Bleach. It was there, right at the end. Rurouni Kenshin. Correct. Nisekoi. Correct. You guys could have done this. So Bleach, Rurouni Kenshin. D. Gray, man. Is that? There we go. That's in there. Crocuno Basket. Is that how you spell it? Yes, it is. Hunter. Guys, you should have taken the double or nothing. Hunter x Hunter is in there. Gintama. I think I missed one. Psyche. Kuso. No. Oh, it's already in there. Toriko. What? I can't spell. Toriko. You guys are doing good. One Piece. If I can spell. Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh, I can't spell. Is it a show? Space? Yu. Oh, Hakusho. Is that it? There we go. Assassination Class Room. Neurorize. Oh. How did you get Neurorize straight away? Okay, good. Slam Dunk. You're 14 so far. You're literally less than 2 minutes away. Bakuman. Toriko. Did we already do Toriko? Toriko. Just keep spamming them. Because I think we've already done Toriko. Is he in there? Yeah, we've already done Toriko. Gintama already done. Jojo's been done. Seven Deadly Sins. I don't think that's shown in Jump. But let's put it in. No. My Hero Academia? Is that how you spell it? Yeah. We still have a few. Shaman King. Yes. Bleach. Yeah, we've done Bleach. Bleach is already in there. If you feel like it may have already been said, just type it in anyway. I'll just retype it. Jojo has been done. There's one at the end, which is quite difficult. Got cancelled. Probably 2014, I think. The anime was 72 episodes. It's about a delinquent boy. There's one in the middle that looks like Jojo, but we've already done that one. The one next to Jojo. You guys done Slam Dunk? The one next to D Grey Man is still missing. Only a few more. O Parts Hunter? No. Let's put O Parts Hunter. Nope. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in there. Well done. Slice of the Sky Dragon. You can see him in there. Volume 30 something. Siren. That's a good one. Well done. I think that's nearly all of them, if I missed any. Hitman Reborn. I don't think that is one. Food Wars. Yes. Well done. I did type in Katekyo Hitman Reborn. I think I spelled it wrong. Katekyo. Let me Katekyo Hitman Reborn. Yes, well done. You guys were right. I forgot the first part. It's also called 666 Satan. Right, so I don't think Fist of the North Star. That's not one. I think we've already done Siren. Yeah, Siren's already there. Food Wars, done that. O Parts. There is literally 3 more. There is... What are we missing? Done this one. Nisekoi, Toriko. I have no idea what this one is, but you guys got it. Siren, My Hero, Food Wars, One Piece. This one here, I think I know this one. Oh, I know this one. I'll give you a hint. We're over halfway. This manga currently has an ongoing series at the moment within Weekly Shonen Jump. This series ended quite a while ago. It was a comedy series based in a school, and the new series is also a comedy series. Hungry Joker? Nope, that's not it. So we've got this one here in the middle. Then you've got Hunter x Hunter, Gintama, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Bakuman, Yu Hakusho, Sakike. This one here with the lady with the big bosom. And the one at the end. I think I know these ones. These are quite difficult. The one at the end is a delinquent manga. The main character goes to the school. He's a bit of a delinquent. Sket dance. Oh, how do I sket dance? Why is it not? How do you spell sket dance? Because I think you're right. Sket dance. Oh, it's just one E. Well done. Well done, Born. Barrage. Nope. I feel like I've seen the girl in purple before. Yeah, you probably have. Or maybe you guys should have done the double or nothing. I need to just quickly Google this one. I think I know what it is. Sket dance. Yeah, we done sket dance literally just now. Well done, Ark. Chrome Marty High School. I think it's this one. This was Shonen Jump, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It is. It is. Volume 1. Let me see what Volume 1 looks like. Yeah, this is literally Volume 1 of the series. And then... yeah. Rosario Vampire? No, it is not Rosario Vampire, but it is from a similar era. It comes from around that same... It was released around that same time. Or in high school? No, that's not a delinquent manga. One of them is like a harem series, and then the other one is a delinquent manga. Black Cat? Nope, not that. Orange Host Club? Wait, wasn't that shoujo? Can't think of another delinquent high school manga. It ran from... You've got 2 minutes left. Oh, it's getting tight. It ran from 2009 to 2013. Strawberry 100? Definitely not. Think more smutty. Black Cat? Nope. The last one is a delinquent manga, and the main character has a baby that looks very much like Zoro, and who also has electric abilities for some unknown reason, and is a son of the underworld. And he festers those powers into the main character, and then for some reason it becomes a battle shonen series. And then the other one, I don't actually know it. I've not watched it or read it, but I just know it from clips and how over-sexualized it is. Beelzebub. Oh, shoot, how'd you spell it? How'd you spell Beelzebub? Beelzebub. Yeah, well done, Ark. Oh, 1755. You also got it. Sarah got it as well. But I copied her and she spelled it wrong. The last one in 10 seconds. I don't think you'll get it. The last one. Unlucky, guys. There's always next time. I'll come up with some more quizzes. But the last one was Medaka Box. I thought it was Madoka Box, but it's not. It's Medaka Box. Do you guys recognize this one at all? The Mightiest Discipled Medaka Box. Never heard of it. Yeah, it's quite an old series. It did have an anime. From memory, I don't think it was great. It's just a basic harem series. Girls with big boobs. It may not even be a harem series, actually. It's definitely shonen, though. Action comedy ecchi. I guess it wasn't harem. Maybe I misled you. Never seen it. Damn it, so close. Yeah, you guys done pretty well. Well done. I must say, I'm very impressed. You got pretty much all of them. But, as the poll suggests, you didn't want to go for the double or nothing. So we will run a quick poll as always. Through marbles. It'll take me a while to set it up, annoyingly. Why aren't you opening? Okay, bad news, guys. Oh, wait. I was going to say marbles is updating, but it's literally going to take 5 seconds. Okay, so it is now crashed. But I will take notes of everyone who is in chat right now. Let me get up my notes so I don't have to go through the VOD later on. Who do we have on screen? We have roll call, please. Langston, you came 2/3 of the way through, but that is absolutely fine. Sarah, you actually crushed it on most of the answers. Sarah Thompson, Will, Langston, take care. Thanks for chilling for the small amount of time that you came here. You contributed so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening and sleep fast. But Ark is on there. Born, obviously. Who else is here? Will. I already got Will. 755. NBO. Who else? And I think that is everybody. I'm just scrolling through to see if anyone was missed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. Perfect. Man, the chat goes on forever. Right, I think I got everybody. So my list consists of... Let's go. Bang. Oh, you can't even see it. It's so tiny. How do I... Bang. Zoe, you've already succeeded. This is the list. Langston, Sarah, Will, Ark, Born, And 755. Zoe, you won last week. So that is my list. There's everybody who will be entered in next week. If you haven't already, I have pretty much most of you on like Twitter or some sort of platform. But if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, that way I can contact you if you do win and you don't make it next week. Ark, I have you on Discord. I have your Discord ID. But if you want to follow me, it'll be easier just if you don't show up next week. If you show up next week, then fine, not a problem. You just like watching marbles. I'll stick you in the race. Then if you win, I'll give you the option to give away the free manga to somebody. No, because then you play favorites. You follow me on Insta earlier on the stream? Thank you. Nkozu, how's it going? Dude, you came at the wrong time. If you were like 20 minutes earlier, you would have hit the best part of the stream. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. You guys make streaming so much more enjoyable than just coming on and just talking about manga series. Always fun to talk about manga series, but when you do stuff like this, it makes it a little bit more enjoyable for me. But next week, we will run the marble race straight away. So when I start stream, I'll run the marbles race, and then, yeah, we'll go from there. Zoe, you're off to play Pokemon Violet? I think that's the version I want to get. Did anybody else pick up the new Pokemon game? And if you did, are you experiencing as many glitches as there are on the internet at the moment? You just got home from a day's trip from Amsterdam? Dude, that sounds sick. Was there anything interesting you wanted to do there? Or was it just a random day trip? First time you stay so long on the stream and it was fun. Good. I'm glad. It's getting to December. It's the Christmas time. And I felt like, why not do something a little bit more fun and interesting and hopefully give back to the way that we kind of come together through manga. Your streams always make Monday better. Thank you. That makes me happy. Just being able to talk to other people who enjoy manga as much as I do is well worth it. Because I don't have the opportunity to talk to many people. In general, to be honest. I wake up most days, I start work, and I don't talk to anyone really unless people call me over the phone. I can go days sometimes without talking to people about manga. And on Thursdays when I go into the office, they're all old people. They just want to talk about EastEnders. What the hell? Just catching up with a mate of yours you haven't seen in a while. Oh, that's sick. It's crazy that you can go there just for a day trip, though. Had some pretty good Chinese food. That's crazy. Chinese food in Amsterdam. Were they proper? Was it authentic? Were they like actual Japanese people? Chinese people? Wow. I'm racist. Oh, my water's done. Overall good time? It sounds like a good time. Hey, any time outside of your own country is pretty fun. You've been enjoying chatting with everyone in the stream? Yeah, it's fun. There's people of all ages and genders and people that like, I don't know, different series than you. Not everyone's going to be liking the same series. The next season of EastEnders is going to be fire. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. The one thing I do like about EastEnders is the fact that it's been going on for so long and you have to kind of watch it to be in the know. If you miss an episode, you can't rewatch it. Like you can't watch like the original lineup, which I think was pretty cool. I feel like nowadays we've lost that. We can always just binge things. We can always catch up. There's never that everybody sits down and has to watch this one particular thing right now. Or you just won't be able to have conversations like the following day. You live in the Netherlands, so it's pretty easy. I don't even know how long it takes to get to Amsterdam from the UK. But I wish I was like you. I wish I could get out more. But money. And I'd rather spend it on manga. Don't forget the Emmerdale PV that just dropped. Let's not talk about that. And Neighbours finished as well. The finale for that was crazy. You do love EastEnders back in the day? I used to watch it at Christmas with my nan. And the conversation always went, I thought he died last year. And who's she? I thought he was sleeping with her. I thought he was gay. Why is he with a girlfriend at the moment? Why has he got a girlfriend at the moment? It's all over the place. All too much for me. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you tune in next week, I will be sure to add you into the Marble stream. And that will probably be the first one we do. I'll try and find another manga quiz that we can do next week. I want to kind of keep these going until December. Or at least until the majority of you have been paid out. But it is the end of the stream. The ending theme song is playing. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me save this. Marbles. Contestants. What is the date today? 21st. Manga quiz. Save. Alright, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, weebs of all ages, I will see you all next time. Thanks for chilling with me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evenings or your days. Hope the work day goes well for you, Born. And yeah, I'll see you all next week. Take it easy.